Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is the day of reckoning for England fans. We are back. I've got the England top on, and it is semi-final day. England versus Argentina. FIFA ranks number 4 versus FIFA ranked number 1. 8 p.m. kickoff. I'm recording this about 2 p.m. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for this game. Being played in Atlanta, Georgia, so hopefully the environment's a little bit kinder to us. But what a fixture, man. What a fixture. We are looking at potentially a rehash of the Euros final, England versus Spain. Could it be trauma? Could it be revenge? Who knows? And we're also looking at a third place playoff potential for the last World Cup final, Argentina and France. So it's really exciting. This is a real fun way that this has turned out. But I've been thinking back over the last night, right? And that Spain team, I touched on it at the end, was so unbothered by France. They were so unbothered by France. And Rodri deserves his flowers. Rodri was excellent. Rodri was absolutely ridiculous. So I think that Spain team is going to be tough. They did win the Euros, and they have beaten France before. So that Spain team is not to be taken lightly. However, I'm an Englishman, right? And I'm a passionate Englishman. And I really believe that this team has enough to get it over the line. If we can play like we did in Mexico, we can get it over the line, you know. We can. There's a real grit. And I think Thomas Tuchel is making a difference, you know. I think he is. I've always been more on the fence of having an English team should have an English manager, if you know what I mean. But Tommy Tuchel is proving me wrong. And I think today's fixture is more about mentality than it is actual quality, I think. For me, personally. For me, I think this is a mentality game. This is where you're really going to see it. Who's up for the cup? Who wants it? Who's willing to go where they ain't been before, to put it all out there? Who's going to step up? We've had Jude step up already countless times, especially in that last game. My God, he is playing. He is playing out of his skin. Harry Kane, God knows what we're going to do when he retires. When he retires from international football, what are we going to do? I know we've got Ollie Watkins, we've got a couple others, but there's no 9 on a back like Harry Kane, bro. No one like that. No one like that. So 8 p.m. kickoff. We're 6 hours away as I record this. It's going to be 29 degrees in the stadium later for the forecast. I'm going to give you some insights real quick. We have Bellingham's the first player to score 2+ in a consecutive World Cup knockout game since Maradona in 1986. Kane and Bellingham each have 6 goals this World Cup, a first for any nation. England won 4 straight World Cup games, their longest run in a single edition since 1966. This is what I wanted to touch on. This is our 4th semi-final ever. Okay? 4th. The last time we were in a final was 1966 and we bloody won the thing. So, please England. Please England. I'm nervous. I'm excited because I really do believe. Messi has 10 goal contributions, only the second player to reach double figures in consecutive World Cups. And Scaloni is unbeaten in all 10 of his matches against UEFA opposition. Now that's a good stat to have on your side. A very good stat to have on your side. So 40 years on as well, from the hand of God. I know it's commonly said, the hand of God. But even in a Sidemen Reacts recently, let's not praise cheating. That's the hand of the devil. That's the hand of the fucking devil. That's what that is. We're going to have a quick look at the predicted lineups for England. So, of course, Pickford in goal, Nico O'Reilly on the left, Gahey and Stones in the middle, Konsa right back, Rice, Anderson, Gordon, Bellingham, Saka and Kane. And on the other side, we've got Martinez, Otamendi, Romero, Gonzalez, Mac-10, Paredes, Fernandez, Molina, Alvarez and Messi. This lineup here, I think there's holes. There's gettable holes and there's places where I think we can play and I think we can hurt them. The issue we've got is all 10 of these players are doing it for this man. They're willing to put it all on the line for this man, which is the worry. And we need all of these to be aware of that. And we've got this is what I'm talking about. It's a mentality thing, I think, today. I don't think I'd start with this back line. If I was honest, I think John Stones needs to play because I think the more we can progress the ball forward, again, on counterattacks, again, Egypt proved that this team is gettable on the counter. Martinez, Otamendi, Romero. If Martinez ends up having to cover any of these guys out here, gets dragged out wide from his centre-back position, I think we can hurt him. The one issue that I'm worried about is Martinez. Imagine Emiliano Martinez has like one of them world-class performances again. Messi, of course, always a danger. England-wise, Pickford, Nico O'Reilly, I think, starts for me. I think John Stones starts. I think Ezri Konsa, I would be tempted to move into the middle for Gahey. I'd like Reece James here, if he's fit. if he's fit, I'd like Reece James here because I think Saka has to start today. He has to start. Declan Rice would be ideal if he's recovered from his illness. Anderson, again, professional ball getter, will win us the ball back multiple times in a game. Anthony Gordon, I think, has done enough to start. Bellingham and Kane, a duo that no one needs to talk about, really. They are getting the job done for us. I do genuinely think that this team is gettable. I know that they don't lose knockout stage games, but they have been taken. They've played so much more football than us, okay? The one thing I'm clinging on to is the fact that these players have been through a lot more minutes and a lot more kilometers. So I'm hoping that that has fatigued them slightly. But if we look at their results, okay, the 3-1 Switzerland result, I think is a little bit misleading because they got the Alvarez come and save them in extra time. Argentina 3, Egypt 2, criminal. Argentina 3, Cape Verde 2. But this Cape Verde result was massive, was absolutely massive. I thought, oh my God, imagine they're going to get caught out by Cape Verde. Egypt should have maybe won the game, you reckon? England, however, boring match against Ghana, really niche. Panama, we beat 2-0. Dr. Congo nearly caught us out at times, but again, a surprise little package that was. Mexico game, had everything. Perfect game of World Cup football, red cards, penalties, all of that. 3-2 win. Got the job done in the Azteca. That was a massive mentality check, and that's where I got my belief from. That's where I've got my belief from, because I feel like Tommy Tuchel's, he's got hold of them, and he's letting them, you are good enough to do this. Believe it. Go and do it. Go and do it. And then Norway, England as well, getting the job done in extra time. Jude Bellingham with a brace. But overall, guys, what are you thinking? Down in the comments below. If you're an England fan, if you're not an England fan, what are you actually genuinely thinking? Because it's the day of. I can't stop thinking about this football game. I cannot stop thinking about this football game. I think if we have Reece James and Saka combining on this side, I think we can hurt this area of the pitch. I think we can. Bellingham dragging Mac 10 back around here, drifting off of Mac 10. Saka and Reece James combining down here. I think we can really, this area of the pitch here, I think we can really hurt them. If I was going to do a combined 11, okay, a combined England and Argentina 11, goalkeeper for goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford's going to have the game of his life. And I do love him for England, by the way. I think he's one of them players that for country, he steps it up a notch. He steps it up a notch. And he has made some pretty impressive saves, especially in that Mexico game. Goalkeeper for goalkeeper, Martinez is getting in for me. Because we play different shapes here, it's tough to really do. I am going to put Nico O'Reilly in over Gonzalez or Tagliafico, I think it is that plays there. But I'm gonna put Nico O'Reilly in. I think this season for City and some of the games he's had in an England shirt so far, he's done enough to get in. I know he's young, but I do think he's done enough to get in. Mark Gahey or Lisandro Martinez. This one's tough. Gahey's a European champion with Crystal Palace this season. Martinez, good defender. I'm going to keep Gahey in. Okay? Gahey's going to stay. So we've gone Martinez, Gahey, and O'Reilly. Then John Stones is important to this England team because he can play. He can really play. He can get us playing. He can progress the ball through the midfield. I think I might have to put Martinez in at that centre-back spot, you know. I think I might have to. I think his tenacity is good. As long as he doesn't get dragged out of position, I do think he is a great centre-back. Don't like his little gimmicky name, the Butcher. I do think he's a good player. 2-2 for players. Right back, I think it's Reece James if he's fit. Molina, Romero, they're not getting in for me. I think Romero's a little bit too much of just a rugged shithouse. That's all I really see him. I don't think he's a quality centre-back. I think he's just a physical shithouse. Sometimes you need that, and they might use that against England. Who knows? But for that, I'm gonna put Reece James at right back. To be fair, even Konsa. I do think Konsa's highly overlooked as a player. I think he's really good. Midfield wise, they're playing 3 in midfield. We are only playing the 2. Rice and Anderson predicted to start. Rice is staying in, without a doubt. A fit Rice, one of the best midfielders in the world currently. So he's going to stay in. He's up there with the likes of your Rodris and stuff like that. I know Rodri balled out yesterday, but Rice is in the same conversations, I think, when he's at his peak. The one replacement that I might make here is Anderson and Fernandez, but they're 2 different types of players. Mac 10, I think, maybe a last World Cup. I think Anderson for Fernandez, they're 2 different types of players, but I think I'd maybe have Enzo in there purely because of what he provides arriving late in boxes or like perking up with that goal every now and then. He is a dangerous little man when he arrives into the box late. He does it for Chelsea. He does it for Argentina. So he's one to look out for. And I think if I was doing a combined 11, I'd feel happier saying Rice and Fernandez than I would Rice and Anderson. I think Anderson's price tag's insane, by the way. We wanted to just touch on that. I think that's insane. As we progress up the pitch, it's pretty even, isn't it? This is what I mean. This is literally a 50-50 game. I got it wrong with the France-Spain game. I said France, this is like 70-30, maybe even 80-20, I said. And I was so wrong. I got to eat my hat. I don't have a hat, but I got to eat it. But this is like a 50-50 pick-off, this. Out wide, they're playing Molina and Gonzalez that sort of work as wing-backs. I'm taking Saka and I'm taking Gordon. I have to. They're just a little bit better than these guys. And then it comes down to this, Bellingham and Kane. And for me, I'm keeping Bellingham. I'm keeping Bellingham over Alvarez. I'm keeping Bellingham. That's the issue. Are you keeping Bellingham over 10 for 10? 10 for 10. Messi and Bellingham. Oh, my God. And then you've got to keep Kane as well. Oh, it's criminal. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. At that combined 11, right at the end, so we've gone Martinez, we've gone Nico O'Reilly, we've gone Gahey, we've gone Lisandro Martinez, we've gone Reece James, we've gone Rice and Enzo Fernandez, we're going Saka and Gordon, Bellingham and Kane, or Alvarez and Messi. You guys let me know down in the comments, what would you do with those last two places? That's enough yippa yappa. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is nearly upon us. 8 p.m. tonight, we will be watching England play in a World Cup semi-final. And we have the opportunity to make the first final since 1966. By God. Yeehaw, Cowboys. The England hat's coming out later tonight. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I hope you get to watch a game. I hope you get to watch it with everyone that you love. Fingers crossed. Come on, England. Come on, England, mate. We're in a World Cup semi-final. Tricky Tom is too cool. Tom is the rip-roaring, goal-scoring Three Lions. Come on. Please. I don't even know what I'm going to do. If I get to see England in the World Cup final, I'm going, by the way. I'm going to the World Cup final this year. If I get to see England in the World Cup final, I don't know how I'm going to contain myself. But either way, that's it from me. I thought I'd just give you a little bit of how I'm feeling today, a little bit of talk about the lineups. And by the way, we've got to be prepared to bring it because Argentina are going to be in the ref's face. Refs might arguably favour Argentina. I don't want to say that the game's rigged or corrupt or anything, but that could happen. That could happen. So we've got to be equal to it. We've got to shout. We've got to scream. We've got to be up for it. We've got to get in their face. We've got to shout for everything. Right. The time's upon us. 15th of July, World Cup semi-final. England versus Argentina. Come on. Come on. Have a great day, everyone. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with a big old smile on my face. Wallop. Come on. Let's go.